The main advantage of Toyota Camry is unsurpassed reliability. And for this quality, the main thing for a used car, a few minuses are forgiven him: not so perfect driving performance and fresh design. You won't have to count on a variety of body versions. The 5th generation Camry was only available as a sedan. Yes, and the range of engines is quite narrow. Only 2.4-liter gasoline, 152 horsepower, and 3.0-liter V6 with a capacity of 186 horsepower were installed on the car. For the US, a 3.3-liter V6, 228 horsepower is provided. Transmission, 5-speed mechanics and a 4-band automatic. In our market there are Toyota Camry of various origins. These are mainly dealer cars, there are few imported copies. In Europe, the car was sold only the first 2 years after the debut, and even then very sluggishly. Our and American versions differ not only in optics, but also in chassis settings. Dealer copies are noticeably stiffer on the go, but any Camry is distinguished by a decent quality of finishing materials and good equipment. Our dealers sold cars that were standard equipped with ABS with brake force distribution systems along the axles and brake assist, front and side airbags, power windows and heated mirrors, climate control, alloy wheels, radio and fog lights. Approximately the same list of equipment was present in the bulletin of complete sets of Camry of American origin. The Toyota Camry has few inherent problems, but they still exist. Motors are highly reliable. The 2.4-liter timing gear uses a durable metal chain. In the V6, instead of it, there is a toothed belt, which is subject to routine replacement after 150,000 kilometers along with the rollers. Increased noise with a specific rumbling. In this case, you can't hesitate to replace it. It's more expensive for yourself, otherwise the belt will break, and the consequences will be disastrous. If the unit works intermittently, fails and twitches, as a rule, flushing the throttle body, air mass meter and idle valve helps. At specialized services, this procedure is usually performed as a preventive measure every 40,000 kilometers. V6 is also not burdened with sores. The timing belt is designed for 150,000 kilometers, but in Ukrainian conditions it is advisable to update it more often. It is better to change the belt with rollers, although the instructions do not provide for their force joint replacement. Unstable operation of the motor is usually the result of worn-out candles or clogging of the injection system. The transmission is almost flawless. The manual box was combined only with a 4-cylinder engine, but most 2.4-liter and all 3-liter cars without exception were equipped with only a 4-speed automatic. If you follow the official oil change schedule after 40,000 kilometers, then both boxes will easily last 200,000 kilometers or more. And the clutch can withstand up to 150,000 kilometers. In the suspension, except for the front shock absorber struts, which, due to misalignment of their installation, did not provide the correct geometry, there are almost no weak points. In 2004 the problem was solved. But the hub bearings, ball bearings serve more than 150,000 kilometers. The levers and silent blocks of the rear suspension remain operational even on cars with a mileage well over 200,000 kilometers. 4 is the most profitable and economical to operate. However, if you choose a car with an automatic, it is more advisable to stop at a modification with a V6. This version consumes slightly more gasoline than the 2.4-liter. The transmission is also durable. If you follow the dealer's oil change every 40,000 kilometers, then both boxes will last up to 200,000 kilometers, and the mechanical one will last longer. Unless for this run you will have to change the plastic bushings of the lever backstage. In the front suspension, after 100,000 kilometers, stabilizer bushings and shock absorbers are handed over, but the rest of the parts, wheel bearings, tire rods and tips, ball bearings and silent blocks, serve more than 150,000 kilometers. The rear suspension is long-lived. After 120,000 kilometers, shock absorbers and stabilizer bushings will need to be updated. The struts are changed twice as often. Lever assemblies withstand more than 150,000 kilometers. Electrical equipment is not satisfactory even on the oldest machines. Only occasionally do the electronic blocks of the engine fail, the relay for turning on the air conditioner,